Welcome YouTube Uber nerds who watch me for some reason that I cannot get in my head, but that's your problem. Go talk to your psychiatrist about this. Today, a very special edition of my show, because I'm wearing clean underwear. No, I'm not. I mean, what? No, that's not... Fuck, that's not what I meant. I mean, I'm reviewing a pedal today that probably 99.9% of you don't know exists, that I didn't know existed. We're looking at the, get this, Milos Popovic, or is it Milos? I'm gonna say Milos. Milos Popovic, huh? That's a good name. Milos Popovic, Custom FX Gainiac in the Henning edition. Well, because he put my name on it, which is, I mean, he already won with that one. This guy was so bold as to come on my channel and write under a couple of videos, hey, you know, nice pedal here, but check this out. So he was spamming. So I go back to his channel and check out what he's got, and he's got some videos and he's got some pedals. I'm like, hey, looks interesting. Send me one, you know, and I present it to you my way. So, takes a couple of weeks. He actually built this by hand from scratch. And it comes from Serbia. Comes wrapped up in, you know, some newspaper stuff. And from the first second, you know this is handmade. The whole chassis is aluminum, which apparently he cuts himself, bends himself. You've seen the slideshow in the beginning. Everything about this is saying handmade in some basement somewhere in Serbia. Now, that doesn't mean anything until you plug in the Gainiac by Milos Popovic Custom FX. I have, I don't know, 50 different distortion pedals by now. This thing kills everything. I'm not saying this because he wrote my name on this. Guys and the two girls that watch me, holy flying fuck! I don't know how he does it. And this thing looks kind of funny with the, you know, little bit overdone graphics. You know, maybe we can all convince him to keep it a little bit more classy, keep the look a little bit more, you know, down to earth. A little bit too much with a little amp in the corner, and then there's someone playing guitar, and the fiery font and the fiery background, if you ask me. And this is actually just something he prints out and then in very meticulous fashion puts tape across the whole pedal to put this down so it doesn't come off. It's very nicely done. Everything about this pedal, if you've seen the slideshow, if you see it on the side, the right here you can't actually see that where the power goes in, it is actually mounted on the chassis. Everything is high end. But who gives a crap about this? There's a lot of high-end pedals. What does it sound like? Well, you've heard it. You've seen me playing on a track. You've heard me playing in the beginning. I don't actually think I need to say more. Wow. It is incredibly versatile. Only with the gain knob. Now, I'm going to say this up front. The tone knob, it has a lot of high end, and you have to roll it all the way back to the left to get something usable. But from that point on, once you've dialed in that sweet spot, you never have to move it. All I do on this thing is I work with the gain, and I work with the switch that switches it between TS, which is apparently Tube Screamer, but it has nothing to do with the Tube Screamer. I'm sorry, but Tube Screamer is a little bit of gain and lets through some of the clean signal. This doesn't. And then you switch it over to the Gainiac side, and it just screams. Modern drop D tunings or blues, it doesn't matter. I think Milos Popovic has created an insanely good pedal, lightweight, small on the pedal board. Even worse, he wrote me that he wants about €50 for it, including worldwide shipping. Now, we cannot do that. People who watch me, if you write him, and I hope you do, to get the Gainiac or one of his other pedals, which I hope I have the pleasure of getting and reviewing all of them, because if they're anything like this, okay, this actually has been on my pedal board for a while now, and I've played live with it. It's amazing. But do not send the guy $50. He orders high-class parts, does this all by hand. We cannot give him €50 for this. If he wanted 200 for it, that would be okay. That would be a price that you can pay for this kind of pedal. You know, Exotic, all these companies, they take this, buy a Wampler pedal. You spend $250 and you don't even blink. Probably says, made in China somewhere. And we know some, big companies make their stuff in China. This is as handmade as it gets. There's no battery inside, as you could see in the slideshow. Which is good, it's green, it's good for the world. So, use your power supply. Please send him more money. $50 is ridiculous. If he took 100, that's okay. So, send him something in that vicinity. Anything you can afford over what he actually wants, please. Otherwise, it's a joke. It's an insult to the man who built a pedal of this quality. So, we'll go into it. Setup. We're going to check it with single coils. We have to. We have the PRS SE245. That's a Korea 245. And in the video, of course, before you saw it with the Modern Eagle, this is a €700 guitar. Modern Eagle is about a €6,000 guitar. So it doesn't matter what you feed into this puppy, it'll sound great. This is going into the Gainiac, which is powered by a K-Line portable power. Sorry, my friend from Joyo, but I just got this in and I have to test it a little bit, which is kind of cool. And Joyo also has a portable power supply, which I hope I'll get my hands on to check it. But this is neat because you don't have any hum problems from any kind of mains because it's all battery powered. That is going into the Strymon El Capistan. What a great tape delay, you will hear it. And do I have to say anything about Strymon, seriously? No. And that then is going into the Sur Badger 18 with the 112 cab, which is loaded with the Warehouse speaker Veteran 30. That is going into two mics, an SM57 and an RM700, very inexpensive €90 ribbon mic from Thomann. That's going into the Universal Audio 4710D preamp, and that's going into a Fireface 800, which is then going into Cubase 7.5. Wow, I'm sorry I list this every time, but you might be new here, and I'm thinking the signal chain is incredibly important. Can I replicate the sound at home? Well, of course not, because you got different fingers than I do. You got a different guitar, you got different mics, even you move the mics a little bit. This is an estimate of the sound, but this pedal, very, very, very little can go wrong. So, and let's crank it up. We're gonna go on the Tube Screamer side. Not a lot of gain. Immediately you just enjoy playing it. It's rich, but it's got bite. It's got as much bite as any pedal can have. You see where the tone control is. So, dial it back. But we're going to go right into that. Let's see what the control... I think it could be balanced differently. I think it should have more towards the dull side, and no one needs this much high end. I'm on a Les Paul type guitar and I'm in the front, so how much duller can you get? So okay, this is probably the one thing that I would change about this thing, other than maybe the graphics. Scale them down a bit, but let's check it out. Very dynamic. This is a killer classic rock pedal. Rock in general, but a killer classic rock pedal. So far. All the notes are always there. The note separation is incredible with this puppy. At any gain setting. And some delay from the El Capistan. Funny enough, its best disciplines is slightly cranked up, slightly cranky, classic rock rhythms, and the opposite, super singing high gain, without changing the settings. So let's go on to the Gainiac side, which is where it gets interesting. Gets a bit noisier, we have more gain, that's normal. Seriously, I would recommend this pedal for about any style other than flamenco. See, this is a metal pedal, and how great! Okay, so much for that. Now, even more gain. And we're gonna try some of this. So yes, modern drop D stuff works! Now, I don't know if we have to crank this up some more, but difficult discipline, beautiful lead sound. I'm not saying anything. Okay, and we're on single coil. We got an LSL LSL T-Bone Telecaster here. If you want to check out LSL guitars, go to lkg-guitars.de if you're in Germany. Finest selection of boutique instruments around. Clean. Go some more high gain. As you can see, it lets through a lot of the sound of the guitar. You can hear the string, you can hear the single coil. Even at high gain settings, your guitar sound is not masked, it is simply enhanced. What more do you want? bottom line it. The guy is not asking enough money for this product. It's completely handmade. He'll probably write your name on it if you want to. Every sound is your guitar just pumped up. Gain range from nothing to everything. Stylistically diverse like crazy. It is lightweight. It is small. If this was a industry pedal, big company, they would sell millions. Now, I don't know the guy. He sent this to me, but I tip my hat to you. I have a lot of pedals here. Everyone who's played through this, their jaw dropped. They said, oh my god, this is amazing. And it is. And I beg you, my viewers, please support this guy. Go to his Facebook page, MP Custom Effects, Milos Popovic. I can't say enough good things about it. I have never heard a distortion overdrive pedal like this. It would be really cool to have a version where you can actually, instead of switching between Tube Screamer and Gainiac, have this foot switchable. That would just completely kill it. Or maybe even a double pedal where you have both in one with individual gain settings. There's many options. At the price that he wants, I'm flabbergasted, as they say. So thank you, Milos, for sending this to me. If you want, I'll review every single pedal you sent me. Seriously. Wow. So, have a good one, guys.